You're live with me, Mariam Mashiri, watching BBC News. Now, the synthetic opioid fentanyl is 50 times stronger than heroin, and it's responsible for tens of thousands of overdose deaths in the US last year. Well, police in the United States have told the BBC the public health crisis is comparable to a modern-day crack epidemic. The BBC's Will Grant sent this special report and a warning. It does contain some distressing images.
There are no quiet nights for Tijuana's fire brigade. Called out to a local bar, there's no blaze here. But as some of the only available paramedics, they're tackling another crisis sweeping the city like wildfire: fentanyl. These two men, their lives fast slipping away, may not have even known they were taking it. Cheap and highly addictive, Mexico's drug cartels now cut it into recreational drugs like cocaine. The paramedics administer Narcan, the most effective drug to reverse a fentanyl overdose. If, that is, it's not already too late.
Fentanyl overdoses are now simply part of daily and nightly life in Tijuana, part of the fabric of a city descending fast into the grip of a full-blown drug epidemic. Yet it's a crisis whose very existence has been denied by the country's president.
Having claimed Mexico neither produces or consumes fentanyl, President López Obrador now says he'll introduce a new law to make taking fentanyl illegal. People on Tijuana's front lines fear that's too little, too late. Last year, the State Forensic Service found a staggering 1 in 3 bodies in the city's morgue contained fentanyl. Preven Casa, a harm reduction centre and needle exchange, say Tijuana is awash with it. They tested 4 randomly selected used syringes and vials. Each one was positive for fentanyl.
Fentanyl exists. To suggest otherwise fails to recognise this reality. We have the evidence right here, and in all the overdoses and deaths from fentanyl that we see. Ignoring the problem won't solve it. On the contrary, people will keep dying.
In the United States, the biggest illegal drug market in the world, fentanyl is now a nationwide crisis. Coast to coast, border to border, US cities are increasingly in its vice-like grip. The drug claimed 70,000 lives in 2022 alone. Not all victims were regular drug users. In El Paso, in Texas, Elijah Gonzalez was 15, studious and sporty when he accidentally overdosed on 1 pill of the widely available prescription drug Xanax. He had no idea, but it was a counterfeit fentanyl-laced pill from Mexico. It was his first time experimenting with drugs, with his best friend and his best friend's sister. Within a year, all 3 had died the same way. 3 lives snuffed out by fentanyl.
You know, a lot of parents tell me, oh, my son is in football, my son's in band, and my son's not in that crowd. I'm like, well, neither was mine. And I had no idea. So I think it starts at home. It starts in the school system. I mean, just all the way around.
Are you angry at Elijah?
No, I'm not angry. I've never been angry, not even at the person that gave my son drugs. I forgave her. I'm just angry that it happened to me. I'm angry at just the situation itself.
El Paso sits just over the border from Ciudad Juarez, one of Mexico's most dangerous cities. In Juarez, I met Kevin, a 17-year-old drug trafficker and cartel hitman. He showed me how his gang uses tunnels to smuggle fentanyl across the US border. I asked Kevin if he felt any remorse over the deaths of US teens like Elijah.
No, it's all part of a chain. It's like the guns. They send weapons south, we send fentanyl north. Everyone's responsible for their own acts.
Hey, wake up!
Back in Tijuana, it took 3 doses of Narcan, but the paramedics brought 1 man back from the brink. His friend, however, died right there on the barroom floor. His mother arrived to devastating news. Her son is another victim of this potent narcotic, his death a footnote in the polarised debate over the US-Mexico border. Will Grant, BBC News, Tijuana.